Good.
So Nick, it's an interesting scenario where you've got one more game left. There's a lot of still things in play. And they told you were going to be the quarterback. There's a lot on the line too for you as well personally.
Yeah, you got 4 quarters to be your best, and that's really the only thing that matters. We're fired up. It's going to be a good environment on the road, so we got to communicate, execute, but we're fired up. Like I said, 4 quarters to be our best, and whatever happens, happens.
Yesterday, Justin talked, and he was emphasizing the closeness of this locker room during the highs and the lows. How have you seen that, and how does that help everybody to have a common goal still going into this game?
Yeah, I've said it all year. We have a great group: offense, defense, special teams, O-line, skill guys. An awesome group, super tight. Take football away, just a super tight group. And then on the field, the same thing. You're playing for yourself, but you're playing for the guy next to you, and that's what keeps us going, good or bad. We love each other, and that makes us play better.
Hey Nick, there's been a lot of talk about how difficult this offense just is to learn for all positions in general. But for you, how long did it take you when you got here to kind of just feel like you had a real mastery or comfort level?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know if can put a timestamp on it. You're always learning, you're always preparing, you're always evolving. The scheme is evolving, my knowledge is evolving. So you work as hard as you can, you master it, you feel good about it, and as long as I stick to my progressions, I feel like we have a chance of being really successful and just trusting the guys around you. That's what it comes down to, and like you said, it's an awesome offense to play in. You're definitely going to get your opportunities, and got to take advantage of it.
How much more comfortable are you now than you were, say, 2 or 3 months in?
Yeah, totally. Being traded week 1, you're slamming the books. So from then to now, very comfortable, and just got to execute.
When you went through that, when you go through that phase where you're slamming the books compared to this year, I guess, did that make you appreciate what Josh has to go through, or a rookie coming into this where you don't have that full kind of slower time of the year?
Yeah, totally. Yes, no doubt about it. It's a challenge, especially if you're on a short clock like Josh was, and obviously did an incredible job of handling that. So yeah, it's definitely a challenge.
Is there something specifically about the scheme that takes a little bit of time to figure out, or is different from some of the other schemes you've been in?
I wouldn't say so. I mean, I would say every offense in the NFL is pretty complex. The NFL is about matchups, so just how do you create matchups? Every system has their own unique way of doing that. But every offense is complicated, and hard work and study time is needed, whatever offense you're in.
Nick, what's kind of the biggest difference between getting a full week to prepare game plan versus being told at halftime you're going in? How do you try to handle those 2 different scenarios?
Yeah, well, if you're backing up, you're just trying to simulate everything. You're not getting the reps, you're not getting the feel of what it's going to feel like. And then if you get the week, you get to feel what it's going to feel like. You get to know the nuances of the play. Like as a backup, you try to learn those and then feel those on your own time. But as a starter, you get the reps, you get the feel, you get different guys are going to run routes differently, so you get to feel how they're going to run the route. So you get more feel, get more comfortable, and that creates confidence going into Sunday.
Life as a backup, you already know that that's going to be the situation that you've had in the past. What's the number one thing maybe you've learned actually now being kind of thrown into that and then bouncing back and forth, injury and everything? What did you learn this year?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we still have 4 quarters, so I'm still going to learn even more. But just stay patient, do your job. Don't do too much. Just stay patient and execute. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, and that's what we're going to keep striving for.
Nick, how did you kind of handle the roller coaster of starting, not starting again, past 3 weeks?
Yeah, I guess it's not time to reflect right now. I haven't really thought too much about it. It is a week-to-week league, so you just got to go 1 week at a time, 1 day at a time, 1 rep at a time. And no matter what you're doing in life, you just strive to be your best and just basically just work as hard as you can. And that's what we're doing. We have 4 quarters left. Fired up to go back out there and execute. And whatever happens, we'll see. But we're excited for it. We're fired up and excited to take the field.
Is there anyone that's given you the best piece of advice, whether it's Kirk or member of your family sometimes in this whole crazy year for you?
It's a good question. Really just stay patient, just trust the process. It's a long journey, so one step at a time. It's really all that counts.
Does it also feel like, in a sense, maybe you're playing for a job in 2024 as well?
You're always playing for a job in the NFL, especially as backup quarterback, an undrafted quarterback. Every time you step on the field, you're playing for a job, and that's what makes it fun. Honestly, it's a challenge, and I love it. Like I wouldn't want to be doing anything else, to be honest. So I can't wait.
A little unique scheduling was you just were preparing for the Lions and then critiquing the film. A lot of explosives to build off of. How does that kind of boost the preparation? Is there any little bit head start about seeing this defense?
Yeah, you're familiar with the opponent. Obviously, it was a great game, a close game. You know what you did well, you know what you didn't do well. So there is a familiarity with the opponent, and you try to use that to your advantage as you prepare.